Hi everyone, Matt Stuart here with Coldwell Banker Ronan Realty, here to talk to you about the September 2022 market stats. I'm going to go over all the areas that I cover, and at the very end I'm going to give you my takeaway and maybe a little bit of predictions what I think is going to happen through the rest of the fall and into the new year. As we go over to the Essa market, in August we saw the average purchase price at around $815,000. In September, that dropped by 1.7% to $801,000. Again, on a month-over-month basis, seeing a 1 to 2% change, either positive or negative, really isn't a big fluctuation, but it's showing me some consistency in what the market's doing. As we look at the number of new listings, it increased to 63 in September over 58 in August. And then the number of actual sales stayed the same month over month at 23. Again, these numbers here showing me consistency in the market. People are starting to understand values. People are starting to get accustomed to what our rates are in terms of inventory. And then there's some confidence in terms of purchasing. Thanks for tuning in to my market stats for 2022 in September. My takeaway from what we're seeing in the stats from last month, we're starting to see some consistency in the market. Things are starting to balance out as buyers and sellers are both starting to be accustomed to the new normal, which is, again, higher interest rates, inventory levels are starting to increase. But as you've seen through the statistics, some of the markets there, we saw increases in price, we saw decreases in price, we saw increases in inventory, and we saw decreases in inventory. So I want everyone to keep in mind that each market is definitely different. There's some good deals that can be had in this market for buyers, and there's some good sale prices to be taken advantage of from sellers. So if you do have questions about the market in your own specific area, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact details are below. And like my prediction for the fall going into the winter is we're gonna see the number of sales start to decline as we get closer to winter, but we're gonna see some consistency finally in terms of pricing, which means that for buyers, there's gonna be some good deals, and sellers, you're gonna start to get some consistency in the numbers in the sales of homes. So that's my takeaway for what's gonna happen going into the fall and winter. Thank you again for tuning in. If you have any questions or wanna chat about real estate, all my contact details are below. Thanks for tuning in.